Yeah, way to start the stream off, dude. We have no sound. That's great. Thank you in the comments for sounding off. That's real helpful. Thank you. Yeah, no. Yeah, I disconnected all my stuff when I went on my trip. Thank you, because it was only about 3 minutes in. No, it was about a minute in. It's whatever. I'll just trim it out. But thank you for that. I disconnected everything when I went on the trip that I went on to New York because I'm a psycho and I just have this like insurmountable fear that my house is gonna catch on fire when I'm gone. Don't ask me why, but it is what it is. Anyways, moments challenges. Okay, let's get back to it. Nobody is really that upset about the moments challenges in general, right? Like, people aren't sitting there frothing at the mouth, freaking out at the mere thought of like no moments challenges, right? Like, Sunday night, I'm not withdrawing from moments challenges or having to check myself into like a rehabilitation center for lack of moments challenges. Like, it's not really the issue here. The issue is just that we don't have any new content or anything to do. Now, that being said, if you're like me and didn't do any of this stuff previously because it just seemed like too much work, they ended up adding all of the challenges back. So if you haven't done any of the moments of the week leading up to this, you're able to do this, which is, in my opinion, I don't really enjoy this. The reason I say that is because I feel like it's just better if they're just always here so that people can hop on the game and get all these pieces if they want. I mean, it makes the trophy case that much more accessible. So, it's just annoying that they're not here permanently all the time anyway, so you could just jump in and do them, but it is what it is. If you haven't done any of them, I don't think they have an expiration. They don't. Okay, so normally there'll be an expiration, which it irritates me that this happened because I spent like half of the night last night, dude, trying to get these stupid challenges done for this centerpiece that I don't even care about. So I'm like really annoyed that I could have just waited a day, you know? But it is what it is. Now, there doesn't seem to be an expiration, like I said. If you look, a lot of the challenges do have expirations, like this Amex challenge, of which I will talk about in the near future here. Most of them have some sort of expiration date on them. These do not, so they're going to be here for the rest of the season, which means we are not getting any more moments challenges, period. Like, maybe after the holiday break with after the holiday break, that's going to be the last week of the season. So no, unlikely that we get any moments challenges or any moments content from this point forward because the devs are straight up not in the office because they're with their families. So we're probably not going to get anything from a moments perspective or anything that has to do with the NBA. This is why I've been saying for a while they should have done throwback moments. Like, they should have prepped for this because you can't prep for moments of the week. If you're not going to be in the office for 2 weeks, because moments of the week need to be done the week the stuff happens. So I understand that, but they should have prepped and done some like, throwback moments. That's what they should have done. Like, they should have had a bunch of moments from the past that occurred on these dates. It wouldn't have been that hard. Like, quite literally, I could have figured this out for them with like an hour of research. Like, NBA top performances 12/21/2022, and just done every day of the week through NBA history with random cards. You know what I mean? They don't even necessarily have to give out cards. Just look at guys you have in the game already that most players will have access to in some capacity. Just do throwback moments. Like, that's it. That's all you would have to do. Like, Alex English, obviously, I'm not going to look this up right now, but Alex English scored 26 points on this day in NBA history. That's kind of a bad example, I guess, because he's locked behind a bunch of stuff, but pick a card that like everyone has, right? So pick let's see, let's just do the deck the hall stuff because that actually makes a lot of sense. So just pick like Michael Jordan, right? On this day in NBA history, Michael Jordan scored X amount of points. Just have you recreate that stat line in a game against a throwback team. That's really it. Like, that's all you need to do, and it would be easy to do that because majority of people have a Michael Jordan card of some capacity. They've been giving them out like candy, or like Steph Curry, or like any of these guys that most people already have. Would have been perfect, especially because you just dropped this deck the hall set, right? Like, you just did this where you put all these NBA legends and like trash versions of those NBA legends out. You just did that, right? So you could just take all these. I guarantee You could find a moment from every single one of these dudes in the month of December at some point during their career. Like, it doesn't matter. Artis Gilmore got 2 blocks one time. Okay, throw it in there, dude. Like, it is what it is. It's irritating. That being said, I mean, is it a good thing that they threw all the old moments back in here? Yeah. I mean, if you didn't do them, it's a good thing that they're back in here. I personally am just not really too worried about it. I don't know, man. I'm going to grind for like the free packs and like probably some random stuff here and there, but it doesn't really bother me that they're here. There's always one challenge in every single one of these where I'm looking at it and I'm just like, yeah, bro, I like don't want to do this. So there's always that one challenge that sticks out in my mind that's just like, yo, I don't want to do it. But stuff like Nebhard's at 12 points and make 1 3-pointer with Andrew Nebhard, like I have the diamond, you know what I mean? So a lot of these guys have gotten updated cards since these challenges have come out, so it makes it a little bit easier. And you can get Hall of Fame badges, but the distinct lack of players is kind of the main issue here, I think. So yeah, like if you get 2 blocks with Artis Gilmore, you unlock an Evo to his Ruby. Yeah, or just like what they've been doing before. Like it's even fine. I mean, I don't see the issue of just giving a hollow version of it at least, so there's like a reason to grind for it. I mean, I do understand the implication that these could make these cards super expensive. That's why I wouldn't even try to do guys like, Jerry Lucas or like David Robinson, guys who don't have multiple versions. I would pick guys who have like a bunch of versions. You know what I mean? Like Magic Johnson has 4 cards. Realistically, you could use any Magic Johnson and get this done. Michael Jordan has like 6 cards at this point. Like, Scottie Pippen most people have the Scottie Pippen card, but if you don't, you would have to use this one, which would suck. Let's not, get out of there. Wilt Chamberlain would have been perfect because most people have a Wilt Chamberlain. Just stuff like that would have been really good. Kobe, most people have a Kobe. You could have just done that, and you don't have to do that every single week. But then you could also do it with current series cards as well. Like I guarantee you can find a time where like somebody has done well. Like I'm sure you can find a time where Zach LaVine did well in 2021 in December or something. Actually he might have been injured. It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? So that's all they're going to have to do. Am I going to catch up and do the moments? No. Not all of them for sure. I think throughout the season, like in the guise of doing other things, I'll probably go do it. Like if I have to score 40 points with a power forward or something, and there's a challenge that coincides with that, then yeah, I'll go do that, like in that case, and then I'll go get random trophy case cards here and there. If I complete some, that'd be cool, but I did 2 of them. Well, the ones for the centerpieces I did, so it's whatever. Like this one's probably the one that I'll end up doing because none of these are all that hard. Aside from the Jimmy Butler one, because it's just going to be straight up RNG. But I'll probably just put him on the point guard and let him drive and just hope for the best. So I'll probably do this one. Moments of the Week 4 seems to be the easiest one, especially because I got an updated Kristaps. Like Max Strus, kind of sucks, and that's going to be real hard, but I'll figure it out. I got an updated Garland, stuff like that. Just stuff that'll make it a little bit easier. This one's going to suck. 18 rebounds with Anthony Davis. So I'll have to go grab his Ruby, which pisses me off. Either way, some of these I'm probably not going to do. Like 8 blocks with Evan Mobley. Oh, my God. Trying to get 8 total blocks with Evan Mobley was absolutely painful. Dude, it took me like a season and a half to do. Like, I'm not trying to do that. This Bobby Portis one with 21 rebounds, no thank you. I think Moments of the Week 1. There's one that I just have no interest in doing. Yes, Paul George is 40, just because I only have the Sapphire one. Yeah, this is good for new players, but at the same time, like these look daunting in certain aspects. So I remember so much content being released during seasons of Giving and Two Tables. No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, that did happen. There was a lot of content that was released during that time period. Yeah. Wait, if you already did the moments challenges, there's nothing to do, right? No, absolutely not. Yeah, if you already did, that's the other drawback for sure. And here's a couple things that I will say about that. And I know people tend to kind of feel some type of way when I speak on this capacity. Like, sorry, that's my vape juice. It's almost out. I need to go get some more. But here's the thing. They could have. It's always all or nothing with a lot of people who talk 2K. Did they just not take a vacay? Yeah, they worked from home. That was the thing. Like, they worked from home. It's amazing how productive your employees are when they work from their house. It's crazy. It is crazy. You running Marbury and Wade as the new point guards? I haven't gotten Wade yet, but I'm not even sure if he replaces Caruso, to be honest. I just like Caruso a lot, so it's hard to really say one way or the other if he replaces Caru God. But that being said, I like that they put them all here for the rest of the season. There doesn't seem to be an expiration date period, but I'm assuming it is the end of the season, right? It'd be cool if it was forever, because that's, if you guys remember, that's what they used to do. Like, if you hopped on 2K20, I think they stopped doing this with the seasons concept was when this stopped, I believe, in 21. But if you dropped on 2K20 in May, like you just got the game on Game Pass, you could play every single challenge that had released since day one. Nothing was removed. Nothing. Everything was on the game still. If I wanted to go back and grind, granted the challenges were annoying. You had to do like 5 challenges to get 1 pack. That was trash for sure. But if I wanted to go back and I wanted to go grind for I don't fucking know, a multi-dimensional pack, I could go do that. Like, that was a thing. So there was a low barrier of entry for anybody who has been on the clock since 8 a.m. haven't done shit. Yeah, exactly. Love that. W productivity. That was me when I worked in optical, dude. I swear to God, I just literally sent people emails all day. It was super tight. I really like that. I just have no motivation to do anything. To be honest, I just like don't care. Like, I couldn't possibly be motivated to do it. Dude, I'm not even motivated to open these packs. The only card I want is Thurl. Like, literally, I don't care about Shaq. Carmelo would be fun, but I would end up selling him. Grant Hill's like 80K. Like, I really do not care about these Zen packs at all. So it's like, I have no interest in even opening packs. I'm hoping if I just don't open packs for a week, that maybe my pack luck will go up. We still got 4 more steps for Sean Kemp, which Sean Kemp has got to be kind of, pack openings kind of cooked. What do you mean? I mean, it just depends. I wouldn't say pack openings are really cooked as much as it's just like, I feel like people are tired of the standard pack opening. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. Oh, this week yeah. Oh, I thought you just meant in general. I'm like, yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, dude. It's just because every pack opening was the same for like 3 years. You know what I mean? Aggressive editing, screaming, just basically the complete opposite of everything I do while I open packs, basically. People got mad at me because I got excited one time. That's pretty fun, dude. But I don't know, man. They could have put all the moments challenges back in. And for the love of God, dude, we are in December. Can you please just make the pickup challenges worth it? Like, what frustrates me is they put 2 things in the game last year that I think were really, really good additions, and I think they were really cool. And then they just completely destroyed them this year. The pickup challenge, for sure. Like, the pickup challenge last year wasn't great. Like, let me specify. It wasn't great. But the fact that they don't even have, like, the season cards in here is super annoying. Like, okay, so you're telling me I'm going to play this pickup challenge. I don't even get to get one of these Deck the Hall packs? Like, come on. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're telling me I can't get a Deck the Hall pack for doing... I would do the daily challenges if it gave me those packs. Like, I would probably do that. I mean, ideally, I would like a promo pack, but whatever. You can't give me a season 1 promo pack in these bad boys. Like, you're telling me you can't give me a limitless pack or like a Shades of pack for doing these? Like, you're really telling me you can't do that? So they destroyed that because it's been a batch pack all year aside from like 3 days when it was like an event pack, which is super annoying. And then they turned around and just destroyed draft as well, where draft is basically worthless at this point. Like, the only reason people were playing draft was because it was a way to get the Friday players that are, normally speaking, very difficult to get. And then they just changed it to the Tuesday players, which are easier to get, so it doesn't really make any sense. Like, what's the point in taking all the moments challenges out for a week, putting them back in for a week, and then repeating the cycle twice? Because they can act like it's new content. And 2K White Knights will be like, look, they gave him back. They gave Papa 2K gave him back. Like, super annoying. They could just keep them forever. That's the thing that I get mad about, right? Like, I don't ever get mad about things that I feel are personally spiting me. Because I'm just like, whatever, dude. It's a video game. It's not that serious. Like, I'm not going to get that upset. What fucking irritates me, though, is ineptitude. Ineptitude irritates me. If there's something that I'm looking at and I'm like, God, that would personally benefit me if they would change that thing, then I would be like, okay, well, it's just me. It's not for everyone. It's not a big deal. They can't just please me, obviously. But then when I look at something that it's so fucking clear that it would just benefit everybody, not even just everybody, but just like 2K themselves would benefit from this, and then they don't do it, that is what drives me nuts. Like, that is the shit that literally infuriates me to no end. Like, no, there's no negative for having the moments of the week challenges forever. Like, I guarantee it doesn't take that much data or storage space because it's right here in front of me. I'm seeing it, so I know they can do it physically. It's right here. And they could just make us a little subcategory like moments, and then you just go in here and it's like moments 1, moments 2, moments 3. I mean, they've done like 6 subcategories at certain points, right? But all it does is when a new player gets the game, you could make the argument that it might look overwhelming. Sure, and I can feel that because like I remember jumping on NBA Live 19 like late in the game's life cycle and being a bit overwhelmed because every single piece of content that they had ever released was like right there. It was just organized very poorly in the menus. But the pros outweigh the cons because a new player can jump on and be like, "Oh, cool, I can do all of this stuff. Like I have things to do. I can stack empty, I can get the trophy case pieces so I can get these players that I want." Because realistically, outside of the moments, there's not really that many ways to get trophy case pieces outside of just like grinding game modes that you really can't grind because you don't have cards to grind them. You know what I mean? So just keeping them here forever incentivizes new players to kind of get hooked on the mode and start playing it. So it's really annoying when they keep taking this stuff out because it's like defeats the whole purpose of it, truly. And if you're a new player, you can make the argument, be like, well, they could at least do every moment that comes out. Well, no, not really. They have 7 days to do all these challenges, to do 10 challenges that require a specific card. The reason that's an issue is because if I just hop on the game on Wednesday when these drop, right, I have no cards. I have to try to grind tokens to get all these cards. And, like, if I'm new at the game, I might not even do it. Like, if you're smart, yeah. Like, oh, okay, I'll go get Siakam first, do the Siakam when I get 35 tokens. Yeah, if you're a 2K guy and you strategize properly, you can probably get it done. But it's just, the barrier for entry is low, and there's not a lot of offline content regardless. Like, if I want to play offline, I got to go play Clutch Time, which is fine up until I get 30 wins, and then it gets real rough out here in the streets. You know what I mean? Also, like, the other issue I've had with this year, and honestly, last year to a certain extent, but it really started this year, was the offline grinds are not for fun. And I think that's kind of the big issue right now. Like, my team's biggest issue right at this second is nothing in this game mode is specifically made to have fun with, except TT co-op. And even then, it's not fun because the CPU is so cracked that it's like you're basically just going to get beat up by the CPU with your friends all the time. So there's no part of this game that's for fun, right? The first, I would say the first 50 games of Triple Threat Offline are fun. But the minute you get up to, all-star difficulty, it starts to get really annoying. And like, it's not that you can't win. It's just like you're not having fun anymore. You're just cheesing. Like, you're trying really hard, you're cheesing. Like, that's what's going on. Same with Clutch Time. The first 30 wins of Clutch Time are fun, but then you get to All-Star for 70 games, dude, and then it's, like, not fun anymore. And then what do? You just go play challenges? Like, you just go do uber-specific challenges that, like, they don't let you play the way that you want to play because you have to go get 25 and 10 with Siakam, or you have to get dunks with Zion, so you're, like, spamming backdoor cuts to get Zion dunks, Or I can go play this Amex challenge. Ooh, hooray, hooray, hooray. I get an American Express pack. Sick, dude. I got to record 10 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Not bad as a team. It's not a hard challenge, but it's just like, dude, come on, man. Or what? I can do the basketball fundamental challenges that I've been doing all year long for the 5 millionth time. Like, ugh. It's boring. It's super boring. I hate it. I hate it. Like there's no spotlight challenges to do. Like there's the pickup challenge. I honestly, and I'm being completely serious, the pickup challenge is legitimately the only for fun thing that you can play in this game after you get like a few wins in the initial game modes. The pickup challenge is always on semi-pro. If you want to have fun and just play an NBA game, you could do that by playing the pickup challenge. I mean, I suppose you could grind domination on lower difficulties, but even if you get, once you start getting up in here, like, which, I mean, realistically you can just by playing all the games on semi-pro. Like you can get 33 stars, move up to golden age, but then it goes to pro, and then at modern age, that difficulty option isn't there anymore. So it's just super frustrating what they've done with offline, because I feel like they've made everything into like esports stuff. Like every single aspect of this game, from the quote-unquote most casual-friendly mode to the most hardcore mode, has been modeled specifically to challenge the player base, which is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have modes that challenge the player base, but then you're supposed to include modes that are specifically so people will spend time on the game and have fun. And that is the biggest issue. I know people are going to get mad because everyone gets mad when I do complaining videos, except the homies. The homies know what it is, but it's like super frustrating because everything is the same from like a how hard you have to try standpoint, and we just need a good mixture of those. Like that's initially what limited and draft were supposed to be for online, was they were supposed to be like chill modes that you could just go play for fun. But then people started taking limited super serious this year because of the limited option pack at the end, which I can't even get. Just super irritating. Like now I can't get it, so I will go grab those 100 tokens because I'm a psychopath. And the draft is so expensive to play that your average person just can't play draft anyway. And the people who do play draft try super duper hard because they spent 21,000 MT. Clutch time online, I mean, is honestly probably the most casual adjacent mode. I mean, you could make the case that unlimited is casual adjacent, but it's not really casual adjacent until after 250k when people stop practicing. So that's when it gets kind of more on the casual side, you know. Clutch time, I think, is probably the most casual mode. That or TTO. People sweated out TTO super hard at the beginning, but now nobody plays it. They do need to bring back the limited warm-up challenges. Just something. They just need to they need to take one of these offline game modes. My recommendation will probably be Clutch Time Offline. And just make it a for fun game mode. Keep the prizes, by the way. Like, don't be an asshole and gatekeep the prizes away from new players. But, like, just make it all on pro. So there's a reason. The worst part about this and what drives me nuts. Oh, by the way, the tiers, I don't know if you knew this. After you get 100 wins, they're not on pro anymore. They're on all-star. Look at that. Did you know that? Yeah, oh yeah, you just did that. Yeah, you just said that. I didn't know that until today. I just found this out today. Literally. And I'm wondering if Triple Threat is the same way. I'm curious to see if it is. I obviously am not going to get... No, the reward is pro on Triple Threat. Yeah, so I mean, the reward for going all the way through this is to play on the same difficulty you just slogged through. Like, that sucks, dude. Just keep the whole thing on pro, dude. Like, I don't understand. Just keep the first... Let's do first 20 wins semi-pro and then pro for the rest of it. And then if you really want, you can put, you know, all-star for the last 10 wins or something. You know, cool, whatever. It is what it is. Just do that. And then at the end, it's pro again. Just so people have a game mode that they can play for fun. So they can go out there, throw random lineups out there, just mess around and stuff like that. I would say the same for Triple Threat Offline. Like, I don't know what kind of psychopaths need to be challenged so vigorously in the Triple Threat Offline streets, but like, dude, relax. Like, or, ooh, here's an even better idea. I like this one the most. How about you check... Oh, this shit pisses me off. The fact that they don't do this. Why don't they allow you to set your own difficulty, and then the prize chances go up based on the difficulty? Like, why? Why not? Why is that not a thing? Like, the vault odds are horrendous anyway. Doesn't really matter. Like, if I want to play on semi-pro with a very low chance of getting Rex Chapman, I should be able to do that, because I'm never going to get him anyway. But if I want to play on Hall of Fame with a higher chance, like an incrementally higher chance to get Rex Chapman or Dwayne Wade, I should be able to do that. I don't understand why that's not a thing. Every other game does that. Why is 2K the only game that doesn't do this? It's fuck. It's so annoying, dude. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to go play some game now. Shit pisses me off, dude. I just got error coded setting my lineup in clutch time. What the hell is going on, dude? I'm so confused. Why, even though it was on rookie, still can't hit Steven Adams threes? Yep. I believe that to be true. Yeah. I can't believe they changed the clutch time thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was probably not going to finish it this season anyway. I really just don't care about the trophy case. I have 3 centerpieces, haven't exchanged them. Don't care. Like, mainly because I don't know where to go with it. At some point, I'll figure it out. But right now, I don't really care. Like, it doesn't really matter to me. I'll get Dr. J at some point. It's just not probably when I need him. But I really don't know why there's not a difficulty selection. Like, I just honestly just get the random cards. Yeah, I mean, realistically. Like, I don't understand why Triple Threat doesn't have difficulty settings. Like, that's what MLB The Show does. That's what pretty much every other game does, where it's like, you'll have a pretty low chance, like a 1% chance to get the card or something. I believe it's even lower than that for the most part, but you'll have I get Triple Threat offline error codes. I have been getting a lot of error codes recently. But, you'll get like a 1% chance to get a diamond card, like one of the 2 diamond cards from Triple Threat on semi-pro, and then it goes up to like 1.2 on pro, and then like 1.4 on all-star, and then it goes up pretty heavily, not like super heavily because they're not trying to have people cheese it, I guess, but it goes up a little bit as it progresses, up to like a 2% chance. So you have I kind of spaced out though. Like, I was in New York, and that shit was hella overwhelming, dude. Like, for sure. I don't know how motherfuckers be living there. I mean, I was in Midtown though. So, I don't know. I was going to hit up the homies, but everyone's in Brooklyn. I didn't realize how big. Well, I mean, I knew how big, New York was, but it's just like, shit, dude. I didn't really realize, like, the scale of it all, I guess. I mean, Chicago is big too, for sure, but New York's a whole different animal, bro. You really didn't get that? That's cool. I enjoyed it, though. Like, it was cool, I guess. I went to the Museum of Modern Art. That was sick. That was like the whole point of me going. Like, that's why I wanted to go. I come in Jersey. Oh, god damn it. Oh no. Yeah, like Joey obviously is in Brooklyn, and then Josh is in Brooklyn too, and then a couple of my other homies that I knew were in Brooklyn as well. So yeah, people. All right, so that's the other thing is I've been hearing that a lot. Like, from both sides, people are like, yes, we need an NBA Live again, and then people are like, NBA Live was trash, we don't need NBA Live again. There's truth to both of it. NBA Live was trash and will probably be trash again. That's facts. But also, if you think back to what are the 2 of the highest rated or highest regarded 2K experiences, period. 2K19 and 2K16 are 2 of the highest 2K, respect-wise, and 2K17 too. What do those years have in common? They all had NBA Lives. Every single one of them had an NBA Live. On the other side of the coin, though, 2K18 also had NBA Live as well, so just remember that, but it's not really about NBA Live, realistically. I actually had a lot of fun with NBA Live 19. I think NBA Live 19 would have succeeded very well if NBA Live 19, I know this sounds stupid, but you kind of understand what I'm saying. If NBA Live 19 had come out during 2K18, like if NBA Live 19, the way it worked, the gameplay, everything like that, was their NBA Live 18 against 2K18, it would have succeeded. Because 2K18 was really that bad. Like, it would have catastrophically just not destroyed the franchise or anything, because if they came back with that 19 anyway, like, it would have been good, because 19 brought everyone back. But it would have probably done well enough that EA kept making it. So it was just a timing error on their part. I mean, they probably didn't have things figured out anyway. There you go, Chris Dobbs. Yeah, I mean, it's why are you yelling? Why you got all caps lock, sir? Yeah, I mean, it's just like we just need another competitor. That's it. I just need another option. because I'm tired of people telling me to go play another game because I can't. I would love to. Trust me, I would love to, dude. I would love to play another basketball game. I really don't care what it is at this point. Like, I don't really care in any way, shape, or form. Like, it is what it is. I always got caps on deck. It doesn't matter, dude. NBA Street, like, I don't really care. I will go play a different game. NBA Street would thrive with the current, by the way, card collection mode. Like, NBA Street would thrive. For sure, it would. 100%. It would thrive so much. The fact that EA hasn't made it, they're so inept, dude. Like, people talk about 2K being an inept company. Like, they got nothing on EA. EA is the dumbest fucking company in gaming, I swear to God. Anytime you think to yourself, man, why aren't they doing it? Just know they're not smarter than you. They're dumb. They're just like, they're so risk averse that they're just like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's the issue with EA is they're so concentrated on money that they don't want to take a single risk because they flop all the time. See Anthem. You know what I mean? So they're never, about to dust off NBA Street. You know, I wonder, because people have a really thriving modding community online, and they are able to add online components to games that are, you know, well past their prime and never had online components in the first place. And I wonder if that's ever happened with NBA Street. I'd be interested to know if a PC modder has ever done this before, because this happens all the time. So I'm curious. I mean, dude, you could go through and still play MW2 if you really wanted to. I mean, it's on some bootleg Chinese servers, but like, it works and it plays the same. No retro. Trash video games, sometimes they're fun. Yeah, I don't really give a shit. I play trash video games for fun all the time. Like, that's the whole beauty of Xbox Game Pass. I get to play dog shit games like Lawnmower Simulator for fun. And I'm done? Oh, shit. Mario Kart Wii has a live online servers on an external app. Yeah, MW2's online servers are quite literally still available through a Chinese external. Like, they can do it, trust me. I think the online servers themselves had existed at some point, so I don't know if you could take... No. That's not true, because people had GTA San Andreas roleplay for years before GTA 5 launched. So, yeah, I saw that. That was really sick. I enjoyed that quite a bit. That was pretty tight. I like that. Yeah, they can kind of do anything that they put their mind to. So, I mean, they could probably do it if somebody really wanted to. Would that be nice? So anyways, let me talk about New York for a little bit. So I went to New York. I went to Philadelphia first. So I was in Philly for like 2 days. I've been to Philadelphia a few times, so it's not really weird. I'm pretty comfortable with the city at this point. Like, I've not only been there a few times, I've been there like in like every different part of the city at this point. Like, you ball in Philly? Wait, did I go hoop in Philly? No. Absolutely not. It was like 22 degrees when I was there. No, it was a little bit. It was warmer. It was like 40 when I was there. It was pretty nice. It's warmer than the Midwest over there. But it was raining so heavily. That shit sucked. No, I went to go to a concert in Philly. That's why we were there in the first place, was because this band that I really like called the Front Bottoms does their hometown show every year during Christmas time called the Champagne Jam. So that's why we were there. That was super cool. Like I said, I've been to Philly, so there wasn't really anything. No, I didn't jog up the steps. I did a bunch of the touristy shit last time I was there. I'm about to get beat for sure. Like, I went to Eastern State Penitentiary and stuff, and I was fucking blasted, dude. Last time I was there, but this time I just went. The first night we got there late, so we just chilled. And then the next day we walked over to like the market that they have that's super sick, dude. The food is fire. And then went to this Champagne Jam, which was dope. And then the next day I took the train to New York City and got off at Penn Station, and the first thing I saw when I got off this train was a man wiping his ass with newspaper. And I was like, yo, the fuck is this? I was like, dude, All right. I'm like, if this is the first thing I'm seeing at the train station, this is going to be an eventful trip for sure. Like, my man, it wasn't even like, it might have been a new newspaper, but like, this man was going to town, dude. I was like, sir, like, are you okay? Like, why are you doing this right now? Like, you don't need to wipe your ass that badly right now. Maybe you do. I don't know. But literally with the newspaper, also, dude, that's like viciously uncomfortable. Like, are you really doing this right now in clutch time? We're off balling and playing full court press defense with Shaq. There it is. That's cash. Oh my god. That's New York for you. Sounds about right. Yeah, that shit was wild. So the other thing was like I was so fucking lost in the train station. Like I had no idea where I was going, dog. Like shit is confusing because the train station spills into MSG. So it's like all of a sudden I'm in fucking Madison Square Garden. There's a sports event going on. There's like mad people, dog. Like fucking so many cops, dude. It is kind of insane. So I'm like tweaking out because I'm all ripped and shit. Oh my god, Thurl. Why didn't you put Tim Thomas in a blender? But yeah, I stayed in Midtown, which was a mistake. I think I'm going to go back in like 6 months and go to actually like Brooklyn and like other places. But you know, you kind of have to go to there your first time. I feel just to get the Times paper. Yeah, it looked like a low budget paper if I'm being honest. So I don't know what it was, but that shit looked like a real low budget newspaper. Like it looked like kind of like your Sunday ads type material. Like it looked pretty rough, and it also didn't look like it was getting much off, you know? You know what I mean? I was trying not to stare at this man wiping his ass, but it was kind of amazement, you know? I was trying to look as little like a tourist as humanly possible, but staring at a man wiping his ass with a newspaper, under any other circumstances, probably wouldn't make you look like a tourist, but like in New York, it probably does. Like, as Joey's over here saying, like, oh yeah, dude, that happens all the time. So, you know. It's interesting for sure. And I didn't realize like okay, so this is why my highest recommendation is to always understand what the fuck is going on in the city that you're going to before you go, because I did no goddamn research and did not realize at all or didn't really dawn on me in any way shape or form what time of year it was when I was going, because holy fucking shit, dude, trying to get to the Museum of Modern Art on a fucking Saturday during Times Square, I guess, but like Rockefeller Plaza fucking Christmas celebrations was the most miserable shit I have ever experienced. Holy fuck. I don't think I've ever seen that many people ever in my life in the streets of anywhere. Like, nah, dude, there was so many people. I was like, dude, I'm going to get crowd crushed out here. Like, I swear to God. I was like, all it's going to take is one firecracker, and I'm getting stomped to death by these fucking Europeans that are everywhere. Also, like, I'm pretty sure there's more Europeans in Times Square than there was in, like, the whole of Europe. I swear to God. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's crazy. You can always tell. You can always tell a European, too, because they're dressed kind of American, but then they'll have, like, one thing that throws it off. Like, it'll be, like, a American outfit, but then they'll be wearing those very prototypical Puma sneakers where you're like, whoa, dude, no. Or, like, some brand you've never heard of before. Or like a weird jean short that doesn't look 100% right. Like, that's how you can always spot the European if you ever want to know. Like, it is what it is. It's kind of like how back in the day I could always tell if, like, a metalcore or pop punk band that I was watching or listening to was from Europe. Because they'd have, like, the American-style party video, but then it would be, like, wine. There'd be, like, a wine bottle, and I'm like, whoa. We're not cultured or, you know, enough for that here, so... There's no way. Or they'd be like playing soccer. And I'm like, nah, dude, no. No one at American parties is playing soccer, dog. Not seen an American with Pumas in ages yet, bro. Like, straight up. But yeah, the MoMA was really cool. Everyone was busy sucking the fucking dick of the Starry Night. So, like, it was actually pretty clear everywhere else. Like, oh my God. I was like, guys, you can buy this shit for $5 at Five Below. Like, why are you staring at it? I get it. It's like a piece of art history or whatever, but like, so's everything else. So shut the fuck up and quit crying. There's like 100 people in front of this dumbass little painting. I'm like, bro, Van Gogh wasn't even hot like that in the streets. Love your European cliches. I'm from Belgium. Was I on point with those? Like, I feel like I was. Oh man, Starry Night. Wait, yeah, dude, it's super small. Like, it's like hella small. Like it's, I mean, it's a painting. I didn't expect it to be huge or anything. The coolest exhibit at the MoMA for me was they had this exhibit where it was a photographer had taken pictures of like the punk and gay nightclub scenes of the Eastern European bloc during the 90s. And that was by far the fucking coolest exhibit. That shit was hard, dude. That was super cool. Like, that's where I was at while everybody was, you know, sucking off the Starry Night. I was like, yeah, this is what's up. Good foul. Like, that was tight. There's a lot going on there. And then there's a lot of old films and stuff, too. And they had the making of Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which, like, I'll be honest, I was never going to watch it. But the marionettes are fucking sick, dude. The triptych. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really looking at names too much, to be honest. I was just kind of overstimulated with everything that was going on. But there was a lot of cool stuff. There's no way Shaq just got an on-ball steal, yo. You got me fucked up. That's what. Oh my god, and the offensive rebound. Getting hoed is so whack. Oh my god. Garden of Earthly Delights. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, there's a lot going on, dude. It was cool though. Oh, good, good. Yep. I didn't mean to hit A twice, but here we are. Oh, such a lame. Yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it though. They had this sick ass helicopter in the lobby that was super cool. There we go. Thorough. It doesn't matter. We lost anyway, but it's fine. Whatever, man. I competed with a God Squad. Oh my god. That's fine. You have the best team in the game. Well, minus LaMelo. Dude, seriously, the Monstar. Anyone who names their team the Monstars, I guarantee is taking this game too serious. I'm dead serious. Like, if you put Space Jam stuff, there's a lot of tells that you're taking this game too serious, but that's one of them for sure. It's because there's no matchmaking, and skill-wise, we're there. Like, skill-wise, we're similar. He just has a way better team than me. I mean, that's the real issue. I mean, that's the defining skill gap in the game. There is a skill gap, for sure. Let me clarify. But when you have two people who are similar in skill, it comes down to two things. Who has the better defensive settings? Who has the better team? Those are the two defining characteristics. Because if we have the same skill set and you're using no defensive settings, but then I have the best defensive settings in the game, even though you have a better team than me, there's a high probability that I still win that game, based solely on that. But once you start getting into similar defensive settings, it just comes down to who's got the better constructed team and the better overall team. Like, Kristaps wasn't grabbing boards over Shaq. Shaq was plucking, like, my guards. Like, he ripped Eddie Jones and Marbury at one point. Everyone has Shaq. I mean, that's cool. I don't really care. I'm not going to spend 200K on Shaq personally because I don't really take this game serious enough. That's why I just don't care all that much. Like, it is what it is. Oh, God. Okay, that's cool. Just got error coded again. Sorry, I got spaced out. Got him last night. That's what's up. I play Thurl at the small forward. I like him a lot, actually. I'm a big fan of Thurl. Thurl is really good. I like him at the power forward more than I like him at the small forward. That's just mainly because I'm not getting rid of Rudy. Rudy's not going anywhere. So Thurl's where it's at, truly. Should I sell Carmelo now? Yeah, I would say so, but let me check his price regardless for you. You have PD Carmelo, right? Yeah, I'm assuming, but let me check. Maybe not. Actually, you said I played the bootleg MW2. Yo, it's good. It plays well, dude. Like, props to them. It plays really well. Why would anyone care about Opal Shaq when defense is completely broken and shooting is like trying to shoot a ranger out with a rifle? Because Shaq is ridiculously broken himself. Like, the key in this game right now isn't defense. The key in this game is rebounding. That's the big breaker right there. And the things Shaq and Kareem do better than anyone else in this game, and Shaq is the best at this. Like, let me clarify, is the CPU versions of those cards. If you're somebody who's a really good on-ball defender, you can kind of break the defensive, or on-ball defender. I'm sorry, on-ball rebounder. You can kind of break the rebounding algorithm. You know, that will determine who's getting rebounds. Like, you can do that. Not a lot of people are very good at that. So as much as people, like on the podcast last week when everyone was telling me, you just got to be better rebounder. Motherfucker, you guys aren't good rebounders, okay? No one is, because no one's practiced that except for Splash. That's why he's good. Shaq allows you to kind of defeat that algo based solely on his badge count and how big his player build is. Kareem does the same thing, where it's actually, if your opponent's running a 5-out, there's a glitch with Kareem. It's not really a glitch, it's just his player build and speed, that he's pretty much able, his CPU version is pretty much able to beat any of your players to that rebound if you're running a 5-out. So that's kind of the issue. What up, Smoke? You should try Grant Hill out if you haven't. Great value card. Yeah, it's just like I don't really care to spend that much MT on him. He looks good, though. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just he's like 60K, but I don't know. I just don't really care that much about the squad that I'm running at the end of the day. Like, it is what it is. I run my squad, and if I lose, I lose. If I don't, I'm going to make some additions here and there. Like, I've started playing better since I got Thurl and Sharif. Like, getting 2 power forwards that are really good is going to help me. And then once I get Sean Kemp, I'll move Thurl over to small forward. Rudy will hit the bench, and Jimmy will probably get out of here. But for right now, I just kind of like the squad I got going on, I guess. My Thurl, I bought a hollow Thurl, dude. He was the cheapest one on the marketplace too. I was like, yeah, he had a shoe and he was a hollow for like 39,000, I think. Or wait, did I buy the shoe one? I don't know. He might have a shoe, he might not. I'm not really sure, to be honest. By the way, very interesting is Sam kind of confirmed that PDD Rob is coming, by the way. Who is a good budget center? Evoed Tyson Chandler. Yeah, I sold a hollow 31K the other day. I mean, why? It doesn't really matter, though, at the end of the day. It's not like we need the hollow Thurl for anything specific, right? Like, I don't think so, unless I'm missing something. I don't know. What is his team? I wasn't even looking. Old Man Kareem. Some version of Vince Carter. Looks like a starter card at some point. I have no idea who that guy in the back is, truly. Rodney Rogers? Alright, bet. That was supposed to be a pump fake, but cool, whatever. Yeah, Vince Carter, starter Dame, Rodney Rogers, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I would wager quite a bit that this person is probably an MT grinder of some sort. There's just no way you wouldn't make an upgrade on Rodney Rogers. Like, it doesn't really matter how much MT you have. Like, if you have 1,000 MT, you can upgrade off Rodney Rogers. So it's like I don't buy it. I'm a different person. He's pretty much Dr. J. That's what's up. I have a lot of Hoff badges. I haven't really done anything. Thurl, why are you doing this to me? The lady question. What the fuck is this love line, dog? Oh my god. Alright, sorry. I just had to sit there. Dog. I have no idea what to tell you there. It is so situational that I'm not doing... Oh my god. I should do love line stuff, I guess. It's very situational, though. I guess I should ask her to elaborate. I guess would be helpful. Communication is kind of key in that circumstance, I suppose. Just be like, hey, can you, like, elaborate? Like, what you mean by that? Like, I don't know. Sometimes they might actually just need time. Other times it's just a nice way to tell you to fuck off. It just kind of depends. I don't really know. I'm more of a, I need clarification for these things, because like my initial go-to would be what you said. Like, oh, okay, well, let's bounce out then. But who knows? You know what I mean? Come on, you were supposed to call him Dusty Kareem. That's what I always think. Oh, yeah. He's Musty Kareem right now. Give me that. Do they have a Hall of Fame Pro Touch on this? Yeah, they do, but nobody uses layup timing. So if you use layup timing, Pro Touch is huge, but most people don't. Like I don't because I just don't care. But if I was trying to play competitively, I think I would use layup timing. I think I would, especially if you have Hoff Pro Touch in the post. Yeah, you're gonna be unstoppable straight up. Great stops. I will get no info. Yeah, I mean, I would read it. I would just take it day by day. I mean, if like a week goes by and you don't hear anything, yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much that's not what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Cash, bitch. There it is. Yeah, I use it on my hooks. It's crazy. I bet. What time is it? 1:45. All right. I was only gonna stream for a little bit just because I have to run Christmas errands. Because I didn't do any Christmas shopping before I left for New York because I'm a fucking idiot. So, you know about the Goat Bob? Who is the Goat Bob? Bob Nedelicki? Bob Sura? Bob Sura is the Goat Bob, in my opinion. Take it to the rack. Ah. Oh, Bob McAdoo, yeah. Have you been to the Doritos farm? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I would give it like a week. I feel like, in my opinion, and obviously this is coming from somebody who's been ghosted so many times in the past. You know what I mean? I was from the MySpace days, dude. You get ghosted all the time. You kind of become immune to it at a certain aspect, right? I have no problem clowning on myself. I am not a stud. You know what I mean? So my thing has always been, all right, if 7 days goes by and like I don't hear from that person, they don't fuck with me. So let's keep it moving. Like, that's kind of how I always felt. Because like if 1 or 2 days goes by, motherfuckers just get busy. Sometimes I don't talk to my own best friends for 2 days. Like sometimes they piss me off. I don't want to talk to them for a couple of days. But like I'm not out looking for new besties, you know. But if a week goes by, yeah, something's up. Like yeah, you need to just bounce at that point. I'm on Lego Star Wars. Hell yeah. We do need a Bob Sura. I agree. I 100% agree. Bob Sura. Look at all these trophy pieces I have. Just don't care, dog. Like, oh man, yeah, that does suck. I will say. I had all three of these. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. That's what's up, man. I appreciate it. I try to have a level-headed take when it comes to this game. Like, I try not to overreact. I feel like everyone this year specifically has kind of gone one way or the other, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. Like, people are either super hyped on the game because I don't know why. I literally do not know why. Like, if somebody could give me a good reason why they love this game so much, I would accept it, but I haven't been presented with that in any way, shape, or form. Like, typically it's just like I love this game because I love 2K and shut up, you can't have bad opinions on it or you're negative. But and then the opposite coin is people are 100% negative about the game when that's not real. There are some positive features for sure. Splash just said this game sucks. Yeah, he hates this game for sure. That should be a very good indication on where the game is though. When you have arguably, you could argue Ty or even Nike are better or, you know, at the same level or whatever, but you have arguably at least bare minimum a top 3 player, if not the best player to period pick up these sticks this year, saying that the game sucks. Like this man, I don't think loses games ever. Like he doesn't lose unlimited games. He barely loses wagers. He barely loses tournament games. Like, and he still hates this game. That's kind of not good. You'll have to listen to MySpace. I didn't get a chance to get in there because I was busy unpacking last night. You got a seizure warrant? Yeah, I mean, Legos do be causing seizures. They be blowing up and shit. But yeah, I mean, when you have the player who is possibly in line to win 200 grand this year, talking about how the game sucks and he hates it, and he hates playing it, that's not a good sign. Because you could make the argument, you could be like, oh yeah, the comp guys, like at the very beginning, people would make the argument and be like, oh, the comp guys are just mad because they're not winning as much, and that's why they don't like the game. Well, now they are, and they still hate it. So I don't really know what else to do at this point. Like, it's just, it's annoying. The issue really becomes like the gameplay. It could be fun. I've said this before. It just needs a slight uptick in whites. It shouldn't be so punishing. Where on like it shouldn't be so punishing to the point that if you brick a couple shots, you're gonna miss them guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like dynamic difficulty would be an option as well. Where like if I'm not greening a single shot in 3 games, like I get a little boost in my white percentage, which would hurt the algo and make it worse for sure. But that's like what they would probably do. What they should do all together though is just boost the white percentage up to like 25%. Yeah, I don't understand. Well, because I think a lot of that stems from the fact that they did want this for years, but now they're realizing that with this thing that they wanted comes a game where every person who's on the game is a comp player now because no one else can play the game. That's the issue, right? Everyone wanted to nullify the casual to make the game more pure and more esporty, but then when it became more pure and more esporty, people realized that that fucking sucks, dude, and no one wants to play that, and now your shit's just hard. You know? So it is what it is. I mean, I don't even think they need 2 modes, really. They just need a ranked mode. A ranked version of Unlimited and then a regular version of Unlimited is all you would need. Like, really. Leaderboards were supposed to do that, but I mean, they don't do shit. Like, it doesn't matter. These are nothing. I mean, you got a dude who's 132 and 157 at number 7. That's crazy. Which I don't really, by the way, I'm not a purist. I don't think that record overall is necessarily the indication. But I mean, you got like this dude, I don't know, he might be legitimately 172 and 9, but who knows? I don't know who that is. Yeah, Green or Miss goes bye-bye and non-ranked, and you still get the prizes through Unlimited. And you clutch time co-op. Clutch time co-op would be sick. That would be tight. But I don't know, man. There's just a lot of changes that need to be made to this game, starting with the fact that we need moments challenges. Like, we need weekly offline content. We need consistent offline content to keep the player base coming back. That's what the homies at SDS do extremely well. Like, that's crazy. Like, it is what it is. Either way, it has been your friend Cheap Lude. Sorry I can't stream for longer today. I have, like I said, Christmas shopping to do, so it is what it is. But I appreciate you guys. I do like I said, I like how they dropped the moments for people who missed out. I like that. But 2 things, they should never have gone in the first place. They should have always been here. And B, if you're going to drop these moments, just drop another set of challenges too with them for people who grinded all this shit already so they have something to do. You know? Love Jet Set Radio. Big fan. Yeah, we need All-Star. But yeah, later, Ludes. Oh yeah, dude, it was a good time. I didn't talk too much about my trip, but I'm going to stream later on Twitch tonight. So if you guys want to come hang out for a little bit, me and my mustache are going to talk about our time in New York City. I will say I finally, for the first time ever in my life, saw my first piece of shit fucking New York cop, dude. And it made me so happy. I was like, look at this fat fuck with this mustache and this hard, super hard New York accent, and he's eating a goddamn donut. And he's suspiciously eyeing up these African Americans over here. I'm like, this is the real New York police officer right here, dude. I was like, nah, I didn't think they actually existed. Like, I was like, nah, dude, there's no way. I mean, police officers being racist isn't exactly shocking, but just like the caricature, you know what I mean? Overweight cop, thick mustache, heavy accent, eating a donut while doing racisms. I did not think that was going to happen. But holy shit, I saw one immediately, and I was like, look at this fucking guy, dude. No way, bro. And he had the little chain, too. I was like, oh, my God, dude. I was like, I guarantee this dude has, like, 6 Celtic crosses tattooed on him somewhere. I just fucking know it, dude. And a history of reports being filed against him. I just know that happened. It was cool. I was like, this is it. I was like, this is real. This is real. Officer Prosciutto, real. It's all good, dude. Self-fulfilling prophecy, dude. I've finally seen it. A true bingo card, that's what I was saying, dude. I was tweaking the fuck out, bro. Like I was like, yes, finally, dude. He had all the cop stereotypes on deck. Like if I could have seen his record, I know there would have been domestic violence too. Like he would have had it all. You know what I mean? Every single cop bingo card. Oh man, I would have got whatever prize that was. That prize would have probably been a nightstick to the chest, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, Reggie didn't get to see that. Reggie would have probably went over and like shook his hand really aggressively and then like made weird sexual eye contact with the officer, but you know, it is what it is. It's not gay though. He just really likes cops. He's a badge bunny. So, it is what it is. What is this legend of winning shit that I've seen on Twitter? What is this? Why do people care if he cheated on his girlfriend? Who gives a shit, dude? I thought you were talking about your opponent on Unlimited. No, I'm talking about a New York cop. A New York cop that I saw, dude. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. That's what's up. That's funny. Anyways, guys, have a good night or day, whatever. I'll see you guys later on Twitch, man. Peace out.